do want to when going to a particular branch or route, then just do that. I mean, literally just share a notifier between the two. You can share a function between the two and have that function called set state on the parent at some point, or have that, inside a change notifier, have it, do notify listeners, and that's it. You've done it. And you can have value.
Have a listener builder.
Yeah, that's what we just showed. So you just need the 2 bits to communicate, right? So you have to pass something across, be it a variable or some way of communicating. You can pass a string through if you want.
Oh, here's an interesting one. Verde. I guess they want to rebuild the route stack. And that's a cute thing you did with your name there, Verde. Verde in Espanol is green in English. Right. So, yes, Verde is the name green.
Yeah, it's a shame he's completely transparent. Missed the Alpha channel, man.
Simon, it's a lousy joke, and we saw right through it.
Oh, it's a perfect joke. Everyone's laughing.
He's not an alpha male. Not an alpha male.
Right, come on.
Oh, that's it.
I showed up at just the right time.
So, Danielle, you're at the perfect time because there is code coming up, and you're going to get to be part of that while I have to go throw my head into a tutorial. So, yep. See, I'm the one who's getting the laughs.
Right. Saw right through it. Nice.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Oh, come on. You guys didn't catch that the first time around?
I did.
Yep.
All right. With that said, I'm going to go run away. The dog is looking at me like I'm late. So,
okay. I guess
you all have fun, and I will see you next week.
See you then.
Bye, Scott.
We could have a quick play around with value notifiers for those people that seem not to know about it. I mean, it's like
we still have three. We have 3 questions, I think, right?
Do we? There's nothing in the
So in the previous slide, give me a second. The audio is a bit lower. Yeah. So in the previous one, we worked on this feedback thing, right? Then you can jump to the bottom. That is one, and sending message was also working, right? So send a message and it should work like this, right? So that was working as expected, and there is no change. So I created one more to-do list. So this is what we want to implement. That is when we scroll, right? When we scroll, we get this, right? So here we don't get that swipe if you see, right? So what if we put a drawer icon here? So you can click on this and get the drawer, right? When you are. So this is what I was thinking. So we'll try to do that if it's possible, and let's see. We have done this, right? The feedback service is created. So this is the remaining one. Let's see if we can achieve that. So that will be on the home. And this is supposed to be on the top card. So this one, assistant header, sliver, delegate. It's on the child too, right? It's a child. So this is child. Let's read it. This is the larger card, right? This minimum. This is what we want, right? So we want that on this expanded is a row, right? So we want the first there should be an icon. So let's get an icon. Let's see if this works out. We need to create an icon button. So on first and here the icon will be menu. This is what we want. Then on fresh is required. This one. Save this. If you scroll, you get this. Yeah, it's correct. When that when you click on this, you should get a drawer. Okay. So on click we'll do scaffold, messenger, context, show drawer. This is how we show a drawer, right? One second. Just getting confused on this one. Scaffold. Of context. Click on this. Okay, it says that does not contain a scaffold. The scaffold associator would be found starting from the context that was passed to the scaffold of still happen when the context provided on the same scaffold it has been. actually appears the scaffold widget. The simplest to use a builder to get the context that is under the scaffold. For example, this place is a documentation of this, and okay, it says that this does not have a parent of scaffold, but it does, right? This we can build up a builder. Let's see. Restart this. Okay, it seems to be working. Yep, this is working. Yeah, this is good. So now you can, when you scroll over this, you get this, and if you're scrolling, you can just click on this and you'll get this also. I think this looks good. Okay. So now the thing remaining is this. I've tried to take some help, but it seems like by default this issue will be there. Like it's not solvable. This one, right? If you see, there is no border here, even though text is here. I think you can see more of this here. This one, if you see, the border is here, right? It did not go with it now. I've asked for some help, but it seems like this needs a little bit of work, so I'm looking into it. So this is one, and I think now we need to work on this one. So let's see what we can do for this. So first is what we wanted to achieve by this was we get a text field here. Okay. Then when you click on save, it should save the task, but with a time in the top. Or we can remove the time from the top, and what if we build a card like thing, right? And we show the timing inside this card itself. So let's work on this. Let's close all this and open up the journal. This one, okay, the view of the journal. This one. So currently it is just a chip, which is the level of this one, this timing. And for the card, we have this container with this. Okay. Give me a second. So what if we increase this to a fixed size of card-like thing? That also won't work, right? So because the text can be longer than that, right? But yeah, let's make some changes for this. This is the one. Let's remove this. Let's extract this as a widget. So this will be a journal card widget. Okay. So let's see if we can make some changes. First is we want to keep this card. We'll remove this time, okay? And this time we'll be putting it here somewhere. let's say. First is this one, constant, first constants, and we'll have a minimum height also. So minimum height will be something like we have a size here. Size dot height of at least 25% of the height. Save this. I think this is too much, and so percent. So this height 15%. 15 means you can see 4 of them at least. At least 4 of them, right? At least this 3 and 1. So now we need to put that time, right? So what we can do is inside this padding, this we can put in a column. First is we have the row, main axis alignment assigned. And the children, there's a web text of time. Something like this. So you get a time, and here we can cross axis as start. So then we get the text here, and let's get the time. Okay, so here generate time. We'll just fade the text out. So style, text style, colors, let's start gray. So the time will be grayed out. And for this, put some stuff. Font size of 18. Font width of 400. Something like this. So you get the text, and how long of a text we can get is this is good, right? So you'll get the text as long as you write. There is no restriction to it, right? This is good. And do we want to align it to the center? We'll use text align. I think by default it's left, right? This one. So this looks good, and so we can remove this chip from the top, right? say we have a chip here, right? So remove this chip. Something like this. But we can do one thing. Since we are removing the chip, right? So what if we put just some line below it? The center child text. Divider. How will a divider look? What is indent? The amount of empty space to the leading edge of the divider. This is not the divider is used if there is also no, the default is to 0.0. So we have size dot width 125. Size dot width 0.25. Yeah, that works. And in the top we can just put this, right? So when we have this column, right? And just put a size box here. Something like this. At least this looks way better. So seems like we don't have validator here, so we'll be adding a validator also. So we'll put a class journal validator. Is valid. So this will just contain a string of text, okay? Or let's call it. And what our requirement is, we already had some requirements, so at least 15 characters. so we can just do return. So it will do journal. We want to check if it's not null. So journal. If this is equals to null or journal dot length is less than 15, let's copy the text. Just now. So now what we can do, so in this text form field after the input decoration, we'll just put a validator, and this will be a journal validator. It is valid journal, and just put journal. This will fix, and here we need to put a form, right? So let's put a form state. Global key of type form state. When you press on this icon, you'll just be looking form key dot current state dot is valid. It doesn't have this. What does it say? It's very damaged. We do the same thing, right? This is of type boolean. Okay, so we'll do if it's valid, not equals to null, and it's valid, then we'll replace run this. Save this and so now if you bring up this, you get this, and if you don't type anything and click on save, you just must keyboard hide automatically. think that should hide my keyboard. So we have a does our keyboard hide automatically? In the text form field, your controller, input suffix outline button, unpressed, icon validator. Nothing extra is added, right? So it says so soft input view, Flutter embedding and Flutter view. Let's see what this means. So for some reason, keyboard is not behaving the way it should. So open up this. When you click on this, keyboard getting hidden automatically, right? Is it because of the form key? Seems like. So how this works is this one validator state. This can be affected on, right? No. Return type protection button mentioned type which it just record better closer. So if you click on this, it goes down. We don't reveal the page. That is correct. And here now we want the home key also, right? Check this. Check this. Click on save. We build this. Yep. Hello. Apply 15 gateway. Hello. This is my 15 characters. Click on save. Yeah. Let's clean up this. We made a mess up. This one. I think now at least it looks better, right? So what is the hint that we should be giving here? Something like this will be good, I guess, right? Exactly. What's happening? Oh yeah, then you can write up some things, and you get the time on this one on this side. It's a grayed out time, and you get a text. So it says cannot use ref after the widget was disposed. Why are we getting that error? Because of this. Don't get the error as such. Like, I think instead of 15 characters, we should make it 10. Because it looks like 15 characters is a lot. And click on save. This is where we get that error. So we are getting an error when we suppose let me restart. Bring up this, write something. Okay, and save this. Close the keyboard and try to close this. You don't get the error. It's not consistent, so if you save this, close the keyboard. Okay, seems like it's not a consistent error, but we do get it sometimes. It says that ref is already disposed, so we didn't. But yeah, as of now, okay, seems like working out fine for us. We have the autofocus. So we achieved this. This is working, and so out of this, now the only thing that is not working until now is so when you click on this, if you see, I can show you here, not here, but here. If you see the border, right? Border is here, though the text went below. So this is a bug. I've asked this to from Flutter community named Simon. He said it is there in his repository, but it's not as simple as like it won't work by default on Flutter. We have to make some edit. So I'm looking into that. Once I figure it out how this thing works, right, inside a sliver list, why this border stays on the top of the text goes down, I'll fix it. For now, it's not a priority, though in the user experience way this should be a priority. Like if you see the border stays here, but the text went below, right? This happens only on slivers. When I've tried this with the column, it works fine. Okay. So yeah, this needs to be fixed. And other than this, I think we have the basic things that we were expecting in the start. So if you see our to-do list, right? Even we fixed this also. So we just have this one, sliver causing issue in the home screen. This one. So in the yesterday's video or in the today's start, we worked on this feedback service, right? So feedback service is also working. So you can send your feedback. You can even send your images. So if something is not working, this part is not working. Just something like this, and it takes some time for we have not. So how this works as of now is since this is on Firebase, right? It uploads the picture first, then it sends the message. So you can send any bug report or anything here directly. So we don't have to go to any Discord or any page, and I can just reply to you directly on this chat itself if it's being fixed or if there needs to be any update. Okay, so this is one, and other than this, there is this timer. The timer is working. Like if I create a timing second of 5 seconds, right? Then 5 seconds you should get a notification. You get notification with sound, right? But yeah, we need to find a way how we can change the sound and make this sound based on what the user wants. Okay, we can't give it a user thing because we're not trying to build an alarm system, right? This timer is basically like a stopwatch thing. We've still not built a complete stopwatch or anything that we want of that type, but yeah, we can build the stopwatch thing also directly. But this timer is mostly like if you want to set an alarm, like if you have to do some task, right, and you forget your timing, like what happens to me, like forget my schedule, so I can just put up a timer here, like ring a bell after 10 minutes and it will ring a bell. So that is why this timer was built. But yeah, that is easier, and I think we are mostly done of what we wanted to achieve. Like these are the basic things of the app that we wanted to build, right? And I think all the basics are covered actually. I have to go through the whole project once, like to see if there is any inconsistency of that error handling case. But yeah, I think we can start on releasing some test build so that users can start testing it out on their own device. I also want to bring it to my own device and see how it works. At least for version 1, right? I think this is fine. All the basic things that we wanted is included, and with minimal UI, no fancy. It's not because I don't want to build it fancy, it's because I don't have knowledge to build fancy. Okay, so it's a skill issue. But yeah, building this I learned many things actually. But yeah, there is a lot more to go. And okay, there is still one thing remaining, like when we start this, right? Since on the database we need to build up an open thing, right? Every day a new table needs to be built up. This is on Firebase, so it's not table, it's like still a hierarchy things, right? Like how things will get organized. So what we can do is we start the app. We'll look if that the date is already, because we'll be keeping in the date wise, right? So every date you'll have your own things, like waking up time, sleeping time is based on date, right? So when you start the app, we'll look on Firebase if that date is same as in your local. Okay? If it's not, we create it up and we fetch from that. Okay, I think yeah, that is what we can work on now. So if you see our repository, right? Repository on general, because so we have this, right? Journal, this one, that is your user ID. This will be a user ID. So every collection, the main is the user ID. Inside this you will have all your date wise thing, right? So what needs to happen is on the main, not here, before you run this app, we need to check if the data for today if the default data for today is created. Okay, created. If not, first create that, right? So we need to check like the basic data, right? The default needs to be handled first. So when you start the app, so suppose if you are online offline, right, then when we call this will not reach. So then if you build the default, if there was already a data, it will get overridden, right? And we also need to check how the resetting things will work, right? So there's one thing that I want to look up, like can we invalidate the this can be which can be called from the property. this what scenario you think is uncovered? Is there a way how the state of all US provider can be reset? In use cases that not only my providers are using the auto dispatch multiple, but when to reset their state based on a certain event, example when the active user logs out. Describe by existing example. Okay. You can call contextual. So that's hoping there would be a way like this can be done. The explicit it's provided to refresh. Actually ensure the similar question but related to the provided package. You can apply some check with PS and reverb. The key would be a top level provided scope which tells the state of the. This isn't a good approach to begin with. What's wrong with passing the provided that needs to be refreshed? Why is that a problem for? Okay. Suppose I have an application with a login screen, a screen that shows animals, a screen that shows a car. This behavior can be achieved without resetting all providers. You may use separate paths voluntarily cause a provider rebels when a value change, even if it does not use set values. So if you want to rebuild your users in class control from what you could do. Or if any of the providers in the application forgets to add this call, then the app will potentially one run. So seems like it's not a good approach to rebuild everything. But so what can be done is according to what is suggested, right? So what if in the repository this itself becomes a state, right? So if you change this, everything should change, right? We watch for this date. So if the date changes, everything will change, right? So let's try out one thing. So in this is general repository, right? So if we go to general providers, this one. Here, if we have a state provider, okay, and current that state, this will return a string. And the string will be of type this one. So there is that format, right? What is it called? That format. So it's dd mm y. This is the date format I'm expecting. Format equals to this. Format dot. Okay, so time dot format now. So this will be a current date. Like this, and this can be current date. So this is a default, and if on the home, right, let's go to home. Let's add a button. So here in the put them in a sliver. Yeah, so this one sliver list widget, right? This widget, let's put up a fill button. Change state something like this. This you can do dashboard trade. Okay, this one is a list, right? So let me do one thing. So here, sliver list delegate this text children, right? Directly takes up a list. Here we can do current state provider dot notifier dot state is equals to let's put it first date to date is 15th August. So happy Independence Day to all the Indians out there. Have a comment. Give me a second. So we want this to make it 16th of 8, 2024. Something like this. Let's save this. So now if you go to views, repository, and if you want Firebase auth dot why don't we get anything for Firebase auth? Something like this. Find user ID. Get the user ID. So here, what we can do is on this repository where the providers, right? So if you keep on watching for this, if this change, the instance of this will also change, right? here we can pass the current date. We do something like this and let's reload this page. Okay, not yet. So Github has still no element. Looks like it's not working out. So yeah. Let's do this. When we do this, what if we pass here? Current date. If for current date. And here current date. Do everything. This demotivate. Something's throwing error. I'm not getting what. So this is day mode. Today's mode provider. Flutter memory mode service of purpose when you attempt to access an element. Access a collection or result set. Okay, let's do it. It seems like this collection is not there. That might be one reason. This was our earlier one. We get the same thing. 624. Okay, seems like so to do some things. First is let's develop it. Import dot developer as dev. Log user ID first. Then we'll do the log current date is 2. So what other things are correct? So it says 1543, not 43. Something is wrong with our TTM, I think. So date is correct, 15. So the month I guess is not correct. So for month, what we need to use? This is what we need to use. Capital M two capital M's, and that should be it. It's correct. And this correct. See the user ID. Can we create a collection? So like this can throw an error because if this collection is not there, right? So it does not know where to start with. So I found a solution to this. It says like you need to create the collection first. So here if you pass the user ID, right? So this will create a collection first. Then you can use this main collection, and this should work. That is what the doc says. Let's try out. So now if you reload the page, no, it's still the same thing, right? Seems like the problem is coming up to this. So let's do one thing. On the widget, let's remove. Let's keep only some of the things. So let's see if it works. It doesn't, right? So let's do one thing. Let's use this first, then try to get it. Okay. Let's reload this. Slivers has some problem. So if this event goes out of bound, this will come just outside of it. We have some problems. So we'll be looking at this tomorrow. So what we need to do is like there needs to be a defaulting things, right? So that we have the default. So what we can do is whenever we just sign up, right, we already create a default for it. Once the collection is created, right, then I don't think we'll be getting the error. But yeah, let's see if we can achieve it. just to check out that things work. It seems like this won't be. Okay, we'll do that in the next step. So there is, so let's put some of the to-do list. So first is add a default table view for every date and when user sign up. So this will be like when users sign up, right? We'll be already adding a default database table so that we can reference it from there. Otherwise, when we try to get it, right, since it's not there, so we get an error. Okay, this is one, and the other one is the list style. Yeah, this list style issue, we already have this, right? So this is a big issue, it seems like, the sliver issue. So we'll see if we can fix it. If no, then we have to either get out from sliver, but it's not a good thing to get it out. But yeah, let's see if we can solve it. So yeah, I think that will be for today. And yeah, I'll see you in the next slide.